All right, so good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. My name is Stephen Reese. Of course, we're here until 8 o'clock. And as we are getting started this morning, we're coming off the back of the Prime Minister's, speech that has been in the conversation all day yesterday. And one of the most disturbing things I think I read yesterday was the opposition leaders' comments toward the speech, which I am still trying to piece together and understand. But nevertheless, we'll just take a look at some of what she had to say. But the meeting with Rubio, of course, took place. And now on the front page of the paper this morning, what you will see is the Prime Minister is going to get a face-to-face with U.S. President Donald Trump. All right, what will come out of those conversations, we don't know, but she did speak to the media yesterday as it relates to that. And she gave, it wasn't a detailed answer. She said at a later date I'll be able to give you some details because I don't think any agenda has been set per se, with the exception of the meeting, of course, being on. All right, so we will see where that leads, but definitely that's a step in a positive direction. And I think it just speaks to the cards that she's played so far. I think she's played her cards correct. And I await to see what happens in that meeting, which will take place, I believe, is on March the 7th. All right? So that's the front page of the paper this morning. And for the love of God, this thing can't reach my email yet, boy. Lord Father, it's on a different train, boy. All right, so Kamala gets face-to-face with Trump. PM to meet with U.S. President on March 7th after talks with Rubio in St. Kitts yesterday. And then we had, we had the death of, now, I'm not too familiar with him, but although maybe I should be, but Raymond Edwards, director, I think I sent you a picture of Raymond Edwards. Yeah. You could put up the picture for me and I'll use an article here. There was an article that I did pull. Yeah, that's Raymond Edwards. So Raymond Edwards has passed away. And journalist, broadcaster, communications professional, and singer Raymond Edwards has died after a prolonged illness. His wife made the announcement on social media yesterday, and Edwards spent decades in local media and often lent his voice to ads and as a commentator during Carnival broadcast. Edwards began singing at age 17 after meeting his musical mentor, the late Chesterton Ali, who guided him to his first of many Trinidad and Tobago Music Festival championships. And through Ali, Edwards trained under opera singer and tutor Lorna Mae Myers, who helped shape his early classical foundation. And he had an over 20-year performing career, and shared the stage with numerous local artists and so on and so forth. And he was also well known in the media circles. I remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday, X and I we were doing our radio program, and they came in and they told us, Raymond Edwards had died. And we looked at each other and we were kind of lost because we didn't really know. I mean, I know the face, I know his face. But and then I played, I think it was a top of the hour or some kind of thing, so, and the lady was telling me that is him. And I was like, oh, okay. So I am not too familiar with him, but a lot of people in the media are familiar with him, and he passed away yesterday. Came as a shock. I remember RKG, morning to RKG. RKG was in the studio with me yesterday. He was passing through. I don't like sharing some breadsticks. I don't know. I stay away from the flower these days, RKG. Right? And he got the news and he was kind of shocked as well, too. So, condolences to the family of Raymond Edwards on his passing. And I'm very sure that he will be missed. You know, this thing didn't reach my email yet, but it's going on with this papers this morning. But anyway. All right. So as you go through the papers, Secretary of State urges Caricom to confront transnational crime with U.S. help. Well, that's going to be very, very interesting. United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio has called for closer security and energy cooperation between Washington and Caribbean nations, warning that transnational criminal networks pose what he described as the most urgent threat to the region. Rubio delivered the remarks during a closed-door session at the 50th regular meeting of the Conference of Caricom Heads of Government, outlining what he framed as a renewed U.S. focus on the Western Hemisphere under President Donald Trump. And he said, quote, "We believe that perhaps the most urgent security threat in the region, that includes us, but obviously all of you, is the threat of these transnational criminal organizations," he said, noting that some groups possess funding and firepower rivaling that of the states. And make no mistake about that. I think, you know, with one of with the head of a cartel had been killed, and they're burning down Mexico. I know it's the interesting part in that. Trump told them, hey, some years, not years, but months ago, I'll come down there and deal with it for you, no? They said, no, we don't want it. You understand? Now they can't handle it, and Mexico, they're burning down Mexico. You understand? I'm telling you, all people is like to pretend like they don't know how dread these cartels is operating. You know? These cartels is infiltrate governments, leaders, have them in their back pocket. All I never see the kind of money Pablo Escobar was making or what? All I never see American made. You ever see American made, Chris? With Tom Cruise? Oh, Lord. That is based on a true story. Tom Cruise ended up, well, not Tom Cruise, but the character he played ended up a pilot for the cartel down in Colombia. And he, as a pilot, he had so much money, he didn't know where to put it. And he was a pilot. He started burying money all in the ground, all where he live in, all the man, he started buying into this and buying banks and little small towns and all that. The man just, he had so much money he was making as a pilot that he didn't know what to do with that money. That's the kind of money these fellas are them controlling. That's the kind of money that the drug trade, that is involved in the drug trade. When you watch these little series like Narcos and thing, and you see the kind of money Pablo was making back then, and you bring that forward today with fentanyl and all these other drugs that are in circulation, you understand? And how advanced these cartels are now, and the kind of weapons they have, and how they've expanded. Man, look now. And people just want to sit down and pretend like they don't know that going on, you know. And that's the thing for me. When the whole Venezuela thing was going on, people actually pretended like they didn't know Trinidad and Tobago was a transshipment point, you know. Rubio went on to say, quote, "We've also watched with alarm at the level of armament that these groups have. We recognize that many of these groups are buying weaponry from the United States, and that we are committed and continue to work very hard to shut that down." Right? I hope you have seen, both in the case of Haiti, but in other dynamics, that we have not shielded away, not just from designating groups for what they are. These are terroristic organizations, but even individuals who are responsible for being supportive of them. And it goes on and on in the article and so on and so forth. And refinery revival tops talks between Rubio and Kamala. I think we're going to need the United States of America help with getting that refinery restarted. Prime Minister Kamala Persad says restarting the former Petrotrin refinery was a central focus of her bilateral meeting with United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio. as Trinidad and Tobago seeks to deepen energy and security cooperation with Washington. Now, that's a very important aspect of things, because when you go back and you listen to what, remember the article I shared with you all with the U.S. official from the U.S. Embassy who spoke at the AmCham meeting. And at that meeting, he said that abundance is on the horizon. What is selling in Washington is partner with Trinidad and Tobago. What it takes to get an OFAC license now, when countries come and they ask, what does it take? Partner with Trinidad and Tobago. What they're trying to encourage a lot of these companies to do is they're trying to encourage them to set up in Trinidad and Tobago, not in Venezuela. So don't go and pop your infrastructure in Venezuela, because you know what happened years ago and what happened last time, right? Put your infrastructure in Trinidad and do business with Venezuela. Okay? Now, he also spoke to this economic zone that they are creating. And I told you all, during the tension with the blockade that was set up there with the United States of America, before they went for Maduro and extracted him, I told you all, you have to look and be smart. Look at what is taking place in the Southern Caribbean. You have Suriname, Guyana, you have Trinidad and Tobago, and you have Venezuela. That within itself right there is an economic zone, or I think I call it an energy belt at the time, right? And the thing is, we are the only ones that have the capabilities through the refinery to get all that business. We're the only ones. And that refinery, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, could refine heavy crude as well, which is what you're going to get out of Venezuela. So they had to refine it somewhere. So getting that refinery back up and running. And this is where the past administration, anybody who want to come and try to justify the nonsense that they did because they was trying to protect certain people. You understand what I'm telling you? And they shut down a whole refinery, you know. That right now today, we need open and back up and running. And they shut it down on a lie that it was losing money. And it's Gary Aboud who went through a Freedom of Information Act request to get all the years that they were talking about. And he showed in a video, but look, the refinery was making money, the refinery was making money, the refinery was making money. Why it is all they tell people the refinery wasn't making no money. But you have to remember, they had to protect certain people, or they had to go back to that Privy Council meeting. Go back to that Privy Council video and you'll find out why they had to shut it down. Wool gas, a liquid plant and all kind of thing. And I ain't going to call nobody name, but all you know. Anyway. PM Defense Caricom comments, the truth hurts. Government ministers come out in support of the Prime Minister. PM faces backlash over Cuba comments at Caricom summit. And who is the backlash coming from? Amy Brown, David Abdullah, and an international relations expert called Dr. Anthony Gonzalez. Okay. Beckles labels PM's address embarrassing. Embarrassing? Really? What did the Prime Minister say in her speech that was embarrassing? I would really like to know. She bring up the Brent Thomas issue, which was a kidnapping. And up to now, Caricom has not answered. Remember, they use a Caricom aircraft, you know, to go and get Brent Thomas, you know. Who it is approved that? Up to now, 3 years later, going into 4 years later, nobody knows. She spoke about the Venezuela issue, which she was right on. And by the way, all of them line up taking picture with Rubio now, are waiting to see the position that they go take now. Are waiting. Because when our Prime Minister was standing firm with the United States of America and back in America to remove Maduro, and as she rightfully mentioned, over 300 political prisoners was released. That is political opponents Maduro lock up. And that is That is the horse that the PNM was backing. That is the horse that Rowley and them was backing. A man who was looking at people's political opponents and stealing elections. We come to see that after he was removed, Venezuelan people all over the world break down in tears, start to cry, tears of joy, happy to see that man back. And still, people was doubting that was the right thing to do. When the people of our nation reacting like that to the removal of their leader, bet your bottom dollar, he ain't a good man. You understand? And our PM, she took that position, she was very firm on it, and the rest of them in Caricom was bawling zona peace, trying to, and almost sounding and giving a perception that they were trying to protect Maduro. And where are they today now? Right? All of them taking picture and smiling now with Rubio. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm waiting to see the direction. All of a sudden, all of them know that meeting with, when you listen to the opposition, our opposition comments here, they're condemning the Prime Minister's speech, but they're endorsing the meeting with Rubio, the meeting that she had yesterday with Rubio, saying it's going to be good for the country. This is all really on. We all here for. I'm trying to figure it out. Farmer blames Tobago's food shortage on dependence on imports. High Court decision blocking FUL audit report overturned. State to compensate fire officer who was injured while testing a wooden ladder. Fire officers still testing wooden. We still have wooden ladders in the fire service. I know Heinz had spend money on wooden ladders, but you know, the government has I think it's either 6 or 7 more. I can't remember how much tenders that the fire service just get, brand new tenders. You understand? So it's that thing going on. Anyway, those are some of the headlines in the paper. We'll leave that right there, right? I don't want to go on and on. But I would really like to know, like, what is all the real position, boy? How did the Prime Minister, what was embarrassing? And I was reading the article yesterday in terms of what the opposition leader had to say, because I was very curious to find out, because I only read a piece of it yesterday. And if I could find it here, boy, yeah, look at right here, the 25th. I don't know why the 26th didn't reach yet, but anyway. I'm going to just pull this up here very quickly and read a couple lines, because I am confused. I am really, really confused. This is what the PNM had to say. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles has condemned Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's speech at the Caricom Heads of Government meeting, saying, quote, "It does not reflect the views of right-thinking citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and the wider region." Right-thinking citizens? She added that the people of Trinidad and Tobago deserve leadership that reflects dignity, responsibility, and respect for our regional partners. What we witnessed at Caricom's opening ceremony was none of those things. The remarks delivered by Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa were quite frankly revolting and bizarre. They were inflammatory, reckless, and wholly unbecoming of the high office she occupies. The opposition of this nation and all of the right-thinking citizens of this republic distance ourselves entirely and unequivocally from her disgraceful utterances. This is a statement that the opposition put out. First off, I always say, I could take a position, a political position. I have never been afraid to take a political position or opinion or share my opinion on politics at all. It has some people like to mask it and pretend to be like the down the middle and all kind of thing, but we know they ain't down the middle. They have a side, right? The people just talk about, I remember when I come into this business talking about objectivity, and objectivity, for me, is if I cannot share an opinion, and I have to sit down here and say, well, let's think about that, and this, take calls and comments back and forth and don't take a side. You must take a side at some point in time. It's like the issue with Venezuela. You must take a side. You cannot take a middle ground. Because politics affects everybody. And the truth is the truth and facts are facts. Right? Now, in every opinion that I just give, that I will give on any issue, I try to make as much sense as possible and be as logical as possible. Right? And it's through that logic that you could either give me right or wrong. Right? So, first off, I think I am a right-thinking citizen. So you can't talk for me. That is one. Okay? I don't think anybody has elected you or selected you to speak on anybody's behalf in terms of right-thinking citizens. What we saw at Caricom from the Prime Minister was a truth that a lot of people don't like to face. There is nothing that she said that was out of the way. So I don't know where the opposition leader coming from with these comments. And in the same breath, when you scroll along one page, Amy Brown and Amy Brown also spoke ill of the speech that the Prime Minister gave. But when you scroll down in an article right there yesterday, he said, as it relates to the meeting with Rubio, that she's our head of government and being the Secretary of State, being a special guest at this meeting, it's quite an order for such a meeting to take place. He said it is what is discussed and what positions are being carried and how does that affect our sovereignty of Trinidad and Tobago coming out of these interactions. So that's a concern, but the meeting itself is quite an order and I would say appropriate in the circumstances. So there's no problem with our meeting with Rubio. But when she take the side of the United States of America just recently, there are problems with that. All they make up all their mind, wait is all they're for, wait is all they're about, or something now. Right? Because like I say, if you're making sense, you're making sense. If you're making no sense, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we'll get your calls and comments on that when we get back to it here. And I see Gaston Brown as well, the Prime Minister of Antigua, he was talking about now. He had some talks with our Prime Minister yesterday. And he talking about some money that we owe to Antigua and that kind of thing. And the Prime Minister is making a commitment to pay that and so on and so forth in due course. But we'll hear what he had to say about that. All right? Keolik. Well, let me get a Keolik here. I'm going to get a few of these things very quickly so we can come back and take some calls. Keolik range of products backed by science with over 900 scientific and research and clinical trials. And they're all made from that aged garlic extract. And there are several products in the Keolik range, and these include the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, the total heart health, the circulation health, the Keo Green powder drink mix, and the probiotics. So to pick up any one of these products, all you have to do is go to a pharmacy or health store across the country, and for more information, all you have to do is WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. I also want to remind you about the Mingle and Barbecue. Yeah, that's not my director. I mean, that's, right, good, nice, have it here. So we got Mingle and Barbecue, the San Juan Christian Union Church Revival Ministries. They're presenting this Mingle and Barbecue this Saturday at Reality of a Dream, which is 15 Moses Avenue in San Juan. It will take place from 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's going to be entertainment by Sean Daniel and many other gospel artists. And you can either dine or take away. So if you're dining there, all you need to do is walk with your swimming trunks. And, of course, you could walk with the children as well because the swimming pool area will be open. They have full access to the swimming pool area, so you could take a little dip. We know the sun is out. We're in the dry season, so you could cool down from that heat. Taking a little soak in the swimming pool while enjoying some good entertainment and some great food. All right, so they got two options, which is chicken and fish, and you're going to get fried rice, macaroni salad, a tossed salad, and a bun with it. So make sure and call 490-6760 or 332-6880 for more details. All right, and you can also order your tickets there as well for the Mingle and Barbecue, which takes place this Saturday at Reality of a Dream. Nice, man. We also have to remind you about Jameson. Let me just remind you about Jameson, because we want to remind you to boost your immune system with Jameson immunity products to fight off the seasonal sniffles. And we're talking about their cold fighter with echinacea, the vitamin C chews with the honey lemon flavor. And for additional support, you could try the delicious vitamin D3 chews and ultra strength zinc. Chew, fight, and feel amazing with Jameson trusted vitamins and minerals. All right? With that, we take the first break. When we come back from the break, Ufanali spoke to the media. I think Gaston Brown spoke to the media. The media did try to speak to Mia Motley. No success there. Mia Motley eventually said that any differences or any difference in opinions between her and Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar would be worked out behind closed doors and away from any public scrutiny. And I could understand why, because they go back a good way. You know what I mean? They go back far. They're pretty good friends, by the way. So I could understand that. But it was her response to the media. You know, she handled it like a boss. All right, as usual. So stay tuned. We're going to be back after this.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supplier of brand new Korean auto parts.
Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo Settlement number 2 Valsane between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Allen's Bakery is a household name, serving the community for over 60 years. Their world-famous currant roll and hard dough are a must. Celebrate your special occasion with your specialty cake made to order. Located at 1109 Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, visit their bar and cafe located just next door. Try out the signature drinks with a wide range of dishes to choose from. Allen's Bar and Cafe is your next social venue. Open for lunch, takeout only, Monday to Friday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Thursdays and Friday nights, 6 to midnight. Weekend brunch from 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sundays. Let them host your next event at the Hidden Gems by Allen's. Give them a call at 718-316-6617 or email allensbarandcafe@gmail.com.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountains. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. You need to fly down to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
All right, so we're back, and as we return, let's just take a look at very quickly here at some of the action from yesterday. The first we will start with is, Irfan Ali and PM Kamala. Those two clips had to do with the meeting with President Trump. He will meet with Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago for obvious reasons, I would imagine. But take a bit of what Irfan Ali had to say, and then PM Kamala.
Engaging on SWARE. We have been working with the U.S. on a number of initiatives, one of which, of course, is that on regional security. Over the last couple of years, we've been engaging on strengthening our bilateral relationship in terms of security, and what the U.S. administration is having in Miami, as you alluded to, is a meeting on security matters that is convened by President Trump. And yes, I have been invited to the meeting.
Has an agenda been set for the meeting?
No, as I said, it's a meeting dealing with security matters. It's dealing with some of the challenges in the region, and to see how we can coordinate better in relation to those challenges. And this is an engagement that has been ongoing. So, as you asked, yes, we were invited.
Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago are the only Caricom countries that will be present. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm not aware who is present and who will not be present. I can speak about Guyana. and Guyana has been invited to this meeting, and we will be attending.
Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister has been speaking in support of Guyana more recently, saying that if anything, any threat coming even from Venezuela were to actualize, that we would stand with you. She made that comment again publicly yesterday at the opening ceremony. What's your thoughts on the Prime Minister's speech in its entirety, as well as that comment?
Well, I'm not commenting on individual speeches and so on. What I would say is that our duty as leaders is to ensure we work hard in the interests of our citizens, in the interests of our countries, and in the interests of the region. And we have inherent responsibility to support each other whenever we come under threat from anyone. So I welcome the support of Trinidad and Tobago and the words of Prime Minister Kamlin, reinforcing the fact that that Trinidad and Tobago would support Guyana in relation to any threat by Venezuela. But this is Guyana would not sit by if the territorial integrity and sovereignty of any of our state is threatened. We have a responsibility to support each other. That's the responsibility of the Charter.
What's your thoughts on the issues, President, in terms of Cuba? You know, we've seen reports, and Guyana took a very unique position on paying Cubans directly. Do you think that other Caricom states paying Cuban medical doctors directly? It's a unique a unique position. Yeah. Do you think other Caricom countries, because some are facing pressure from the United States, do you think they should kind of mirror that model?
So the model that Guyana took is one in which, listen, the health sector in the region has challenges. We need workers. And if the Cuba workforce can give us nurses and doctors, and we hire those nurses and doctors in accordance with our local labor laws and international labor regulations, and we ensure that they're paid within the laws of our country and under the same conditions as any other worker is paid, that is, they receive their money directly, then I think you meet all the international criteria.
What about Trinidad's refinery restart project? Is Guyana interested in assisting us, and how so?
I don't like how you put it, if you're interested in assisting you. Guyana development has always been tremendously beneficial to Trinidad and Tobago. Long before oil and gas, we are one of your strongest trading partners. Your distributors have very solid ground. Some of your early contractors, I tell you way back from Dipcon and even Siran Brothers, some of the most transformative projects in Guyana were done by Trinidadian contractors. And when the oil and gas sector started, Trinidad private sector benefited enormously from that oil and gas sector. And we did not have any restrictions on how Trinidad and Tobago participated in the oil sector. Wherever and however we can integrate for the benefit of the region and benefit of our countries, we will do that. It's wherever and however. But this requires constant evaluation and strategic decisions that are in the interest of our people, in the interest of our country, in the interest of the region, and economically viable.
President, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry,
Pleasure.
sorry, I disappointed.
That's all right. Before you go, I just have one question. Are you able to expand on the meeting you're going to have with President Trump in March? We are eager to find out.
I can't, because it's now coming to our attention, so I can do that another day. Yeah.
Anything you hope to achieve?
All for the benefit of the people of TNT. Whatever we do is for the benefit. Security, trade, prosperity, and of course safety.
Before you go, I just have one question. Are you able to expand on the meeting you're going to have?
So that's the media speaking to Irfan Ali there, President of Guyana, and of course Kamla Prasad, Vice Prime Minister there, trying to find out, what is going to be on the agenda for the meeting with Donald Trump. But of course, Prime Minister said, look, I'll give it at a later date because, we really don't know, we have no agenda really been set yet. They also spoke to Gaston Brong, the Prime Minister of Antigua, where we are headed later on this year. Let me get Gaston Brong now.
Minister Sean Sobers, and I'll say that the discussions were very cordial, and we understand fully the fiscal difficulties that Trinidad is faced with at this time, and the discussions centered around paying the balance of $60 million over an extended period, a period that will not create any significant cash flow problems to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. I sense that she is willing to honor that commitment that she made several years ago. In fact, she honored it partially by paying the first $40 million. So I remain hopeful that a final determination will be made in the upcoming weeks. But she did not resist honoring the remaining $60 million, other than we had to take into consideration the fiscal problems and certainly the economic problems that Trinidad has at this time.
Did you guys discuss the recent situation between you all in December? Did you all talk about that? Did you make up, come to a tete-a-tete?
Well, my position was a unilateral issue about the reliability of trade between Caricom and Trinidad and Tobago, and that Trinidad and Tobago is practically the supermarket of the Caribbean. And I made that statement just to point out to her that Caricom is not altogether unreliable. And I do accept that we could support each other better, and there's a need for improvement. Again, Trinidad and Tobago has been the most significant beneficiary within the Caribbean region when it comes to trade, and I thought it was important for me to point out to her that they enjoy a surplus of $1 billion from Caricom, which makes Caricom a very significant and reliable trade partner. Thank you. Cheers.
All right, that's Gaston Brown, and the media did try to get to Mia Motley as well to get a word from her about about Prime Minister Kamala Prasad as well. It's all Mia Motley just totally she just keep moving, and she just run the clip. These greatest, yes, I tell you.
On Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bissa's speech yesterday?
No, because I'm going to a meeting.
Would you be willing to speak with us sometime later?
I'm not sure.
Do you think that her...
Then, so don't try anymore.
We will look out for an opportunity to speak with you a little later.
Yeah, the meetings now start. I don't talk in advance of meetings.
All right, thank you so much, Prime Minister.
All right, take care, all the best. All right, Simon. All the two Simons.
All right.
All right, thanks, huh?
Not a problem.
I don't talk in advance of meetings.
I particularly like the reporter asks a question, right? Say no comment. And she just keeps moving, right? She doesn't stop at all, eh? And like she realized the reporter want to keep coming on this question. She said, listen, don't ask no more, because that is the day I'm not going to tell you anything that, I ain't telling you nothing again, right? I'm going to a meeting. And she just keep moving. She just keeps it moving. You know that kind of way? And she said, look, I never talk before the meetings, you know what I mean? And she just keep moving. And she eventually came back and said yesterday that any differences of opinion that exist between her and Prime Minister Kamala Prasad, they will talk that behind closed doors, away from any media, any cameras, any lights, any public scrutiny, that kind of thing. They will sit down and talk their business. And you got to respect that, because the two of them go back a long, long way. 327-7400. I understand that the West Indies is currently in trouble at 86-7 in the 11th over against South Africa. All right, in the ICC T20 World Cup match that they're playing. Of course, they went into that match unbeaten, but really and truly, when you check who they beat, all is fanfare about West Indies and lose a game yet. But today, they're really running to the first big opponent, which is South Africa, and it appears that they're under some pressure. But 327-7400, let me get your thoughts this morning on some of the things that have been said over the last few days as it relates to the Prime Minister's speech and everything going on with Caricom. Hello, good morning.
Morning. Stefan.
Yeah, Kosana Shra, what's going on?
Adi.
Yep,
Stefan,
go ahead.
Listen this now. When you can define what is the brotherhood of wrongdoers.
If I could define,
what is the meaning of the brotherhood of wrongdoers?
The brotherhood of wrongdoers.
Right? When you really watch what's going on, Stefan, right?
Yep.
This gang is an elite gang, you know, a high-end gang, you know, right? And these people is who causing havoc in Trinidad and Tobago. Because these people and them encouraging everything that is wrong in this country. Trinidad was a virgin to crime. And the boss at the head of the wrongdoers come like they rape Trinidad, humiliate Trinidad, disrespect Trinidad by bringing crime and supporting crime in Trinidad. That's why crime on the ground so rampant. It's because we have a gang called the Brotherhood of Wrongdoers, and they have very expensive and capitalist members in this country. So, why saying, Stefan, the government need to look at investigating the Brotherhood of Wrongdoers because they're the biggest crime organization in this country.
All right.
Right?
All right,
what I'm saying is, let me do an investigation into the Brotherhood of Wrongdoers.
All right, no problem, man. The Brotherhood of Wrongdoers. I have no idea what that was. Morning.
Yes, Stefan, morning.
Yeah, man, check out.
If the ex-PM had stand up in front of our meeting there and talk the very same thing that our current PM spoke, you know, he would have a standing ovation. You understand, from everybody. You understand, because it's he talk that. You understand, but because we have a PM now that calling a spade and seeing it as it is and not whitewashing me with the total crap you were saying for all the years back past, people have a problem with that. So here's what I supported my PM. What she said is the facts. Who don't like that? Well, what could I say? As the late gladiator used to say, you can kiss my sword. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning. And don't forget, what do you all want to come out to that meeting with Donald Trump, with US President Donald Trump as well, because there could be a lot of prosperity around the corner here, depending on what is discussed in that meeting, especially if we get assistance with reopening that refinery. Hello, good morning.
Morning. The PNM trying to save face because in the last meeting that they had when Maduro was still there, they backed the wrong horse. Now that the Prime Minister has aligned the Caribbean, not just Trinidad and Tobago, has aligned the Caribbean with the United States, which is the largest financial country in the world, everybody now wants to get in line with that. The PNM people talking, just trying to look to create a narrative together with the PNM media to ask some foolish questions for people to feel, well, no, they were right with what they were doing when they were totally wrong. The issue here now is how do we go forward? They're now charting a new course for the Caribbean as it relates to business with the United States and how we can prosper, how prosperity can hit us in different ways, together with safety and everything across the board. And they can't find no way how to deal with that because they already backed the wrong horse. Even all the Caribbean leaders, they didn't support their own Caribbean partner, which was Trinidad and Tobago and Kamloops and Guyana. So now they have to look at who are the leaders in terms of the wealth. So when we look at things now, we're moving forward differently. And everybody now have to get on board. And if you listen to the leaders of the Caribbean, they understand where the power lies. So everybody else who commenting and saying no kind of nonsense is because they're already sure what they're talking about. It's a new dispensation and time to get on board. Have a good day, man.
All right, no problem. I have always said, hey, morning. I missed your call yesterday, boy. Your call just one too late. What's going on? Sorry, that's some. Hold on, Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to tell the general or remind the general public, Gary Griffith tried to warn us in his time as Commissioner of Police about what could happen. And give the man that he's a visionary where crime and thing is concerned. He told us that the influx of Venezuelans coming to Trinidad going to see a huge change in crime.
Yep.
And he did mention some of these gang and them that could come here and wherever the case is. Trinidadians forget in the last 10 years, there were significant numbers of dismembered body parts being found on the street in Curep, and all our head in a cooler found somewhere, and all them. That is what we was dealing with in the past 10 years. That is, the Prime Minister should have said that, or put up some pictures on some screen behind she, for them to see the graphic, horrific, incidents we was experiencing here because of what was going on in Venezuela. I support what she say 100%. I mean, the situation with Cuba is the only one that I'm a little iffy about, because yes, we don't want to support a dictatorship, because anywhere have a dictatorship in the Caribbean, the rest of us going to experience something from it when people start to want to flee there, like in Venezuela.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's their own country. So is a situation where, again, we need to pick a side on, are we to wait till Cuba, the Cubans hopping on all kind of little boat and thing and coming to our islands to cause havoc? Are we supposed to wait until that happens? I'll go listen off here. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks a lot. The Cuban issue, I think, is a bit of a touchy one. Although I see here that Republican member of Congress, Carlos A. Jimenez, did post out on X from the United States Congress. We want to thank @PM_Kamala for her leadership, conviction, and unwavering belief in freedom and democracy. Her speech was a masterclass in how Caricom nations must show more solidarity with the Cuban people and their struggle against dictatorship. So, morning, but of course, as a Republican member of Congress. So, yeah, morning.
I cannot consider that speech a masterclass, because I have become too accustomed with my Prime Minister being inconsistent, right? Her words or her speech is not really grounded in any sort of principle, and tomorrow you could get up and she has a different point or a different viewpoint where she's standing on. And I want to point out, if tomorrow Mr. Trump has a different feeling about Cuba, so too will Ms. Prasad Bisesa. Now, two things I want to point out, because she is still giving praises to Mr. Trump and Mr. Rubio and saying that they were fighting human trafficking in particular is what is concerning me, because just merely blowing up ships cannot suggest to me that you are fighting against human trafficking, because human trafficking would involve inhumans being trafficked. I ain't here that will stop anybody from being trafficked or save anybody from being trafficked. So how could it be? Or is it that you're blowing up people who were being trafficked on the vessels as well? Or you're blowing up people before they commit the act of trafficking? It's not making sense to me. And if it is that just mere words from people who have proven to be inconsistent or not truthful all the time, if their word is the only evidence that is there, then I cannot accept that as the fact. Somebody needs to help me get past that point.
Okay.
Yes, it has points in her speech that I welcome, in terms of you being a sovereign nation and the leader is supposed to have that latitude to speak in a certain manner, but Kamala has proven to be too inconsistent. You're speaking about getting involved in elections, but just recently, yellow was the code all over the place. We had
that part, I was I mentioned it yesterday. I was like, but wait now, But go ahead, yeah.
It was in St. Vincent, or it was in Guyana. Make it make sense. Either we standing on a principle, or we just blowing in the breeze. Today is one thing, tomorrow is something totally opposite. I mean, some people, as I say, and politicians have us right where they want us, where anything they say, it have a group of people who will go with it. But yes, Yes, Stefan.
No, I'm saying, and that is politics. Politics is I take a position today and I change my position tomorrow. That is politics. Our politicians do.
And that is what our politicians have made us become accustomed to. And we're not realizing that if we don't stand up in the face of that, then it will get us nowhere and they will continue to win. That is why Dr. Rowley could walk away with this heavy increase that he accepted when you're telling the entire country, wait until 2027 for a dragon gas deal. And although we have the OFAC license, nobody knows if you're going to get to taste that, because the situation could go any direction at any time. We need people that are standing on principle to have these leadership positions, else nobody will know what direction we're really heading in. Are we at work today, we are condemning something and tomorrow we might be in support of it? We have to check ourselves, because the upholder will continue to be worse than the thief. And if we do not check people who are going wrong and we just supporting them because of our political preference, we will end up right where we are heading as a nation. And it don't look like a good destination. Yes, Stefan Uptown. Thanks for
all right, my brother. Thanks a lot. Yeah, man. Let me see if I have time for one more. If I have time for one more, I'll take one more. And then we'll take the break. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan. How are you going?
Hi there, cool man. Go ahead, share your thoughts.
Stefan, how long Caricom was formed? About 52 years, right?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, over 50 years, yeah.
And this is the first time after a Caricom heads of meeting we ever heard any kind of dialogue after the meeting. Because since Caricom was formed, all we used to hear that Caricom is just a rubber stamp on things that just exist and they serve no purpose. This is the first time we ever hear anything come out from a Caricom meeting. Tell me whenever you heard that there was a Caricom heads of government meeting and we had this type of dialogue after the meeting. And that is only because someone had the guts, the belly, and the honesty to come out and speak the truth about Caricom, and now everybody have something to say, because the facts and the truth now is there in the public domain, and the hypocrisy. Now, if the Prime Minister had gone there and sing the same tune that we are brotherhood and we are united in the Caricom and we serve each other, and then you would not hear one word today about anything from that meeting. You would have just heard that people put on some extra weight and who shake hands and thing, and nothing would have come off of Caricom again. We continue listening again the same narrative that they does nothing for each other, and Caricom is just a waste of time. It come like the this African community, the emancipation community of when only were Emancipation Day in Trinidad, is where the gabs and come out and be a hypocrite of what really takes place in Trinidad and Tobago. When you look at the reality of what's taking place with that community and the quick to rush on some kind of racial agenda to justify their stupidity that they does nothing for their people and the community. So when somebody comes out now and speak the truth and they are confronted with it, you would have all kind of statement being made because want to debunk what the reality of the scenario is. So let people talk what the thing is about time people starting to be honest, real, and let me tell you something. That speech from the Prime Minister was calculated, it was articulated, it was genius, it was brilliant, it was factual, and it took guts for somebody to go and really tell these people, and these are the hypocrites who will be sitting down and only want to make speech for likes and whatever they get. But when you see the truth comes, everybody want to attack the person for being real and doing what needs to be done. I'm sure now you would hear different conversation taking place with leaders of the Caricom now, where it would benefit. And now you might see Caricom going in a direction of being like something that's supposed to be beneficial for the Caribbean countries, rather than just being a talking point and a meeting for people to eat, like what and Robert says shrimps and whatever they will be drinking. Have a good morning, Stefan.
Yeah,
Reality is a hard pill to swallow.
No
Take care,
problem,
man,
cool,
later.
man.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to hold up there. We're going to come back to the phone line second hour. Let me just remind you about Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, powered by nutritional therapy. And of course, very simple. Stop managing a disease because you have the opportunity to reverse it naturally. And it is drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. You can book an appointment today by calling or WhatsApping Set on 279-3935 or 761-1952. And remember, you can order the book as well. You are not sick, you are malnourished. And you can get the book at all RIK bookstores and, of course, Amazon. So make sure and get in contact with Setwayo today. And finally here, Steel Force Caribbean Limited, located at number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks, and pipes all set at API standards, and they do offer that wide range of services for residential, commercial, and industrial clients. They also extend services to customers here in Trinidad, Tobago, and across the Caribbean. So you can give them a call on 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, reinventing the standards on how we handle steel. With that, we take the break. When we come back from the break, we'll get back to the discussion. I'm going to get your thoughts. I mean, let any thoughts flow this morning, man. I like how it going. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Stay tuned.
I am woman, hear me roll.
On International Women's Weekend, March 7th and 8th, we continue to celebrate those who are gone but not forgotten. Also, a special celebration appearance by the Calypso Monarch of the World, Terry Lyons.
And I need a blessing.
Yo, this is Terry Lyons, and guess what? On the 7th and the 8th of March, we'll be celebrating on International Women's Day those who are gone but not forgotten and the present. Come out, tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget, let's celebrate. Trinidad need a blessing. Love you.
On Saturday 7th March at Napa, 6 p.m. and Sunday 8th at Sapa, 5 p.m. as Trinbago receives a blessing. Past women champions to be celebrated. Singing Sandra, singing Francine, and Denise Plummer. Also, Funny, Shadow, Maestro, Blacks, Rico, Arrow. Your master of ceremony, Sunny Bling. Tickets $300 and $250. $50 off by Monday, March 2nd. If stocks last. An additional $10 off for online purchases. For more info, call 732-3402. Gone, but not forgotten. Celebrating International Women's Weekend.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
At Roger Victor Archibald Civil Rights and Personal Injury Attorneys, we are family.
No matter what the case is, we go fight it. If you're looking for justice, you will get it. Roger will treat you like you is VIP. Come join the winning team, cause in this law firm we treat you like family. We're the millions for clients since 1991. Family. At 718-237-1111 or visit our website at BrooklynATTY.com. From the shores of the Caribbean to the United States Courthouse, where clients are treated like people and not simply cases. Call us if you have a case involving police brutality, medical malpractice, construction accidents, automobile accidents, and all other personal injuries.
This is attorney Roger Archibald. Call me today at 718-237-1111. We are family.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Welcome back to your number one morning show in Trinidad and Tobago. And in just a little bit after the next break, we're going to be joined by two of the cast members of Scandal in Cedrus, which has two shows this weekend at the Central Bank Auditorium on Saturday and Sunday. But we're going to find out what it is all about. We'll sit down and chat with these two ladies. I think it's Deborah Buka Mason and Zoe. I think Zoe is here as well. So we're going to chat with them in just a little bit. But before we do that, I just want to remind you again, let me get the mingle and barbecue now. Right? Let me just remind you one more time before we go back to the phone lines about the mingle and barbecue. And that mingle and barbecue will take place this Saturday. All right? So we want to remind you to get your tickets to the mingle and barbecue. It is not just a barbecue, but of course, as the name implies, mingle and barbecue. So it's an opportunity to come out to Reality of a Dream, where is the location that it will be held at 15 Moses Avenue in San Juan, 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. And, you know, they're not going too late. They're not starting too early. All right, so you get out there at Reality of a Dream, and there's going to be tons of entertainment, all right? Live performances by Sean Daniel and many other gospel artists that will pass through. And most importantly, make it a day at the pool. Make it a poolside affair, all right? So you're going to have the swimming pool area that is open and accessible to you, to your children, while you head out to Reality of a Dream to pick up your barbecue. You can dine there, so you can eat your barbecue. And there is the dining area, which is glass. So while you're sitting down in the dining area, you could see your child in the swimming pool from where you're sitting and you're eating. All right? And of course, you're going to have lifeguards on duty as well to make sure that all safety protocols are up to mark. So full access to the swimming pool, make it a day. Head out to Reality of a Dream on Saturday and mingle and barbecue, all right? The 28th of February. And all you need to do, they got the two options, chicken or fish, all right? I don't know which option I'm taking yet, boy. I fed up a chicken, you know, so I might eat a little fish, who knows? And all you need to do to get your tickets is call 490-6760 or 332-6880. Just call any one of those numbers and get your tickets for the mingle and barbecue this Saturday at Reality of a Dream. All right. I was asking Chris during the break, as we go back to the phone lines, right? Just before we get to the next break and we get to our guests. 50 minutes past your 7 o'clock. What are the benefits of Caricom? Like for us as individuals, right? Like how do we benefit from it? Like what has Caricom created besides the free movement of like skilled labor without work permits and things like that? Free movement of goods and services. It is supposed to provide, it provides like enhanced economic opportunities, I suppose, increased trade, regional cooperation, security. I guess there's some social development aspects of it. But are there things that can be improved on as it relates to Caricom and what they provide for all of the member states and the citizens of the member states? Like, not just freedom of movement with where labor and things is concerned, but, you know, I've always spoken about like an inter-island ferry being accessible to persons from any island, so that, plenty of people leave their family and they go to live in other islands and that kind of thing. And if I want to go back home and visit my family and that kind of thing, it should be as easy as possible through some sort of benefit, that Caricom has provided. Morning. Maybe you all have some ideas. I don't know. But is Caricom has Caricom fulfilled its mandate, or is there room for improvement? Morning.
Yeah, morning, Mr. Stefan.
Yeah.
Mr. Stefan, Caricom in layman term is I carry from this side and you bring from this side. Right. But what I had to say, Stefan, I'm going to say something I will be in opposition. The opposition believe when they are in opposition that they are there to hold the government accountable, or they are there to oppose the government. But I want to be realist, money. When you end up being opposition, you are in opposition because you didn't do what the people wanted you to do. So they vote you out and put you in opposition.
Right.
But you just go with the idea, no, you have to oppose the government or you have to hold them accountable. That is not it.
Right.
The idea is how this woman getting on private vehicles. You condemning your own prime minister. This is Trinidad. You have to show unity with your prime minister. You're not supposed to be showing that we don't have no unity in Trinidad, and then you want to say it must have unity in Caricom, but you mustn't have unity with your own prime minister. That makes sense, Stefan?
Well, that's how it's been. I mean, opposition and government never see eye to eye. When in opposition, the concept has always been to oppose on many occasions, or to criticize.
That's
I mean, that door swings both ways.
That's why I explained that to you, Mr. Stephen. The people who voted never vote for that. You in opposition because you didn't do good.
Okay.
That's why you're in opposition. But they moved a concept like that. That is wrong.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, no problem. I'll go in again. Hello, morning.
Stefan, good morning.
Morning, dear.
I still don't know what Caricom there for.
Yeah,
I mean, still don't know.
Has Caricom fulfilled their purpose? Because it just seems like we're just spinning top in mud.
We are. And when I lost all hope in Caricom, you see, when that situation with the, what was the man's name? Brent Thomas came up.
Yeah.
I was wondering, that is why Mia Motley didn't answer any questions, She was running. She was afraid the reporters would have asked her about that. But, that's what I thought.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what Caricom for. I still don't know, and I couldn't care less, honestly. I don't care about them. I really don't. Anyway, let somebody else call and talk to you. Bye, God, bye.
And I think what happened as well is that it needed a shake-up too. Caricom needed a shake-up because I don't think we really gain anything, outside of trade and so on and so forth. But as individual citizens, I don't think we benefit. Morning. In any great way from this whole Caricom arrangement. Yeah, morning. Unity.
Yes, Stefan, morning.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
But Caricom is supposed to be like the United States in the sense that they have 52 states, but it's United States of America. We are Caribbean, Caribbean people. So I don't understand why we can't see the value of it. We do have to get do we have to get a visa to go to any other Caribbean country?
No, what I'm asking is okay, Caricom in its existence and what exists today, has Caricom reached its limit, or is there room for some sort of improvement in terms of what Caricom provides for each member state and us as individual citizens then?
No two minds think alike. There is always room for improvement.
Right.
Just as our Prime Minister sided with the U.S. on what their intention, whatever the intention was. I don't want to say if it's oil or narco-terrorists or whatever they say it was. Our Prime Minister agreed with it, right? And according to one of your callers this morning, inconsistency is a problem in the sense that when the Coast Guard tried to intercept the Venezuelan vessel and the Venezuelan vessel tried to run away from them and they fired shot and a child was killed in that incident, our Prime Minister called our Coast Guard men murderers. But when the Americans blowing up ships or boats, pirogues in the water, she said kill them violently because there's narco-terrorists. So according to the caller this morning, inconsistency would always be a problem. And we need no two brain think alike because 3 people will stand up and witness the same event and none of the 3 of them will explain it the same way. So because of the difference in thoughts, vision and mind and culture as well, you wouldn't get the same concept from the 3 individuals.
Okay.
When you pass a message to 1, 2, 3, time it reach the 4th person,
there's a whole different message
off or something add on to the message.
Yeah, it's a whole different message. It's a whole different exaggeration and everything.
And that is exactly what happens in the Caribbean. We're saying we don't know what is the purpose of the Caricom and things like that, but we hear the Caricom, other Caricom countries complaining that they do business with us and we owe them money. We pay them the money. And we were supposed to be the Americas of the Caribbean because most of them used to come here for a better living. Now we're running all over the place for a better living because we cannot unite ourselves as a people and stand for what is right.
But let me ask you something, just on that note of who owing who, right? I am very sure that we have lent money in the past and we have not gotten back,
Yes, you're quite correct. We lent Guyana, Barbados, a lot of them money, and when they couldn't pay, we battered it because we used to take Indian-made rice from Guyana. We took Walaba poles from Guyana for tea and tech. A lot of that went on.
Right.
But the point is, it happened when you couldn't afford, and we facilitated.
Correct.
Now we in a dilemma where we cannot afford. Would anybody facilitate us?
With the exception of Guyana,
I don't blame them.
Guyana maybe.
Say that again?
But not yet.
Well, I don't know. The other thing is, under the last regime, they went in with Maduro and organized the OFEC license and they get permission from Biden. And when Trump came into office, he canceled everything. But here it is, we celebrating Trump and what they plan and say they will do, not knowing after Trump comes out of office, would those agreements still stand or the next president would cancel everything and send us right back to where we were before?
That's a very interesting question.
And this is my point. Not because we party in power, wherever they do is gospel. We need to unite ourselves as Trinbagonians and do what is best for our country. The Prime Minister, none of us can read her mind. She in her own vision has her vision and things like that. She having the conversation, she know what they're saying, she hearing what they're saying, and she basing her decisions based on what she think is best for Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
I could say that, but I cannot read her mind to know exactly what it is.
Right.
So I could say that because she's the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and we should think that she only wants the best for us. But at the end of the day, America cannot be going all over the place and want to dictate. We're talking about a dictatorship. But if we watch what America doing, that is a total dictatorship. Because they want to tell the whole world how they should live. They want to tell the whole world how they should live. And they want to impose their culture on us. And as I tell you before, I don't believe Trinidad and Tobago is a third world country, and we should come up to meet any first world nation, because the first world people are who colonize the Caribbean people. And telling me I need to come up to first world standards, I think is a recolonization. Have a pleasant morning, Stefan.
No problem, man. All right. Let's see if I could squeeze, maybe, let me see what time it is, boy. 7:26. Director, 7:26. All right, I'll squeeze one more, maybe two. Let me see how quick I can take this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Stefan.
Yeah, morning.
Stefan, you know, when any head of government mention that they have a mandate, that mandate is not an excuse to do things in any manner. I just wanted to say that, because the opposition, as people say, the opposition is to oppose and all of that. But rightfully in our democratic system, whether we like it or not, the opposition is the voice of people who are citizens of the country and should be heard. I mean, that's why we have a democracy. You don't just say, well, I have a mandate and I'm moving forward. Otherwise, there's a dictatorship. That's the reason why we have parliament, that's why we have debates. And there are many governments, just like this government, who had mandates and say certain things and then move against that for whatever reason. Or the population would have pushed them to move away from a particular mandate they were voted into. And another thing, Mia Motley would have said, in a meeting, she will discuss things and all the disagreements, they'll go behind the door and they'll deal with that over there. When you're talking to regional leaders that already know your position already, when you come to talk down to them in a manner like this, so like, because you have a different view that makes you better than me, people could have come and lecture us. Other persons come to the podium, could have come and lecture our Prime Minister and put you up in a kind of way.
How did she lecture them? I'm trying to understand what point you're making here.
Okay. I don't want to stay. I know you don't want to stay long. It's always do me the same. I just seen something.
All right, go ahead. No, you go ahead. You make a statement. You go ahead. Because, I ain't had the time to drag it out. Go ahead.
My main point is that anybody else could have come and push the view and be very controversial and be undiplomatic and come at our Prime Minister, and they choose to go behind the doors of the public eye and the cameras and state what they have to say, but not our Prime Minister. And if that's the kind of politics people like, there are people who like that and there are people who do not like that, because that seems as if my position is quite different to yours. Like, I'm better than you. I could lecture down to you because I have a different position to you. Nobody likes that. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, no problem. But I don't agree with that statement, because I don't see it as lecturing down to people. You have to take into context several things that would have taken place as it relates to the Brent Thomas matter. The Venezuelan issue was a very hot, contentious issue. And Caricom did disagree with the position that our Prime Minister was taking on several occasions publicly. Nobody didn't call on the phone behind closed doors and put their comments towards our Prime Minister's position on that Venezuela situation at the time. That was very public and out in the open. Mia Motley chooses to deal with any differences between her and Kamala Persad-Bissessar because that time has probably passed. Kamala has said what she has to say. They have the differences, and she's not going to feed into a media narrative to create no rift between them. But if you go back to that Venezuela situation, the Prime Minister had to be consistently telling Caricom, hey, we're not going through the same thing you're going through, The migration problem we have is different to yours. The drugs and ammunition problem that we have is different to yours. The crime problem that we have is different to yours. We have to take a different position, and we are closest to Venezuela than you. We are the most southern. So we have to take a different position, and she had to constantly be going back and forth with them publicly on that. So to say now that anything behind closed doors and the Prime Minister spoke, the Prime Minister didn't speak down to anybody. She just told them the truth. And that is what it was. There was a highly contentious situation taking place in the Southern Caribbean, which created different conversations throughout Caricom, and yet she's correct. Because when Guyana was being threatened by Venezuela, by Maduro, Caricom didn't have a voice, all of them stay quiet, and they didn't have anything to say, And one of their member states was being threatened by a South American nation, and all of them stay quiet, with the exception of Trinidad and Tobago. So you have to take things in context. There is context to everything. The Brent Thomas issue. You are talking about a man that was sitting down in a hotel, lying down in his hotel room in Barbados, and police and thing knock on the door and kidnap the man from there and drag him back to Trinidad and Tobago on a Caricom aircraft. And up to now, in 2026, with that happening in 2022, up to now, nobody knows who was responsible for that and who gave the approval to go and abduct Brent Thomas. And what the Prime Minister is saying is that as opposition, she wrote to the Secretariat and has not gotten a response up to today. And when you put in the context what she's saying in terms of that particular issue, she said this is where Caricom cannot just be about elected governments. It has to, the opposition in every island must have a voice too. Because as she said, where that matter was related, and I don't think she make any, I think she make perfect sense. We are all in opposition at some point in time or the other. We are in government now, but we may end up in opposition within the next election. And when you're in opposition, as we rightfully said, we are a representative. You rightfully, the last caller just said it, the opposition represents a certain section of people. Well, the opposition in any Caricom member state also represents some percentage of a population. So when we write to the Secretariat as opposition, we should get an answer the same way that those in government would get a response. And this is what she was saying. It has to be an equal playing field for opposition parties as well. And she's saying that from a position of being in government, not in opposition. But she is saying when she was in opposition, she wrote to the Secretariat and got no response. And I find that to be highly disrespectful, that an opposition party of a country can write to the Secretariat of Caricom inquiring on such a serious issue like that, like the kidnapping of one of your nationals, and get no response, and it's just a dead, mute, silent matter. And she's right when that's concerned. So, like I say, I don't understand the point you're trying to make there, but nevertheless, we got to take the break. When we come back from the break, we will be joined by Zoe and Deborah, and we're going to chat with them about scandal in Cedros, which coincidentally appears to have something to do with the Venezuelan situation. So, stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
I am woman, hear me roll.
On International Women's Weekend, March 7th and 8th, we continue to celebrate those who are gone but not forgotten. Also, a special celebration appearance by the Calypso Monarch of the World, Terry Lyons.
And I need a blessing.
Yo, this is Terry Lyons, and guess what? On the 7th and the 8th of March, we'll be celebrating on International Women's Day those who are gone but not forgotten and the present. Come out, tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget, let's celebrate. Trinidad need a blessing. Love you.
On Saturday 7th March at Napa 6 p.m. and Sunday 8th at Sapa 5 p.m. as Trinbago receives a blessing. Past women champions to be celebrated. Singing Sandra, singing Francine, and Denise Plummer. Also Funny, Shadow, Maestro, Blacks, Rigo, Arrow. Your master of ceremony, Sunny Bling. Tickets $300 and $250. $50 off by Monday, March 2nd. If stocks last. An additional $10 off for online purchases. For more info, call 732-3402. Gone, but not forgotten. Celebrating International Women's Weekend.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it was deadly.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality unbleached bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleach flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715, or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Introducing the new Sun Mix Nut Bar. Available in 3 delicious flavors: granola raisin nut, almond cranberry crunch, and coconut almond crisp. All packed on a rich bed of dark chocolate.
Taste the good life, snack right. Taste the good life anytime. The good life. Sun Mix.
Sunshine Snacks Sun Mix Nut Bar. Taste the good life.
All right, folks, so we are back, and as we return here on Breaking Dawn, we're going to get into the first play since the carnival is over.
Yes, first play for the year.
That's right.
Play for the
this is
year.
the first one for the year.
Yeah, first one for the year. We starting the thing.
Carnival was early. Yeah. And it will be earlier next year, Lord Father.
Boy. So we starting the thing.
I don't know how that is fete and rehearse at the same time. But maybe we'll find out, because this is really soon after Carnival. So I would imagine rehearsals would have been going on during the Carnival period at places where would have been that would have been used for fetes as well. Because if, where did you all rehearse? Or where do you all rehearse?
Necessary art. We rehearse at
all right. All right.
Not a rehearsal, that places used for fete.
All right. So no queen, so all didn't get used.
They were too booked up with their fetes.
With the fetes and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's
couldn't get in.
So this is the first one, and it will happen this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Of
Central Bank.
Central Bank Auditorium.
Yes.
And it's called Scandal in Cedros. All right, a big scandal in Cedros is happening. All right, so we have Zoe and we have Deborah here. Deborah is one of the.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody.
You are one of the. Did you co-write it?
No, Ricardo Samuel is the.
Ricardo is the one who wrote it.
This is an original play by Ricardo Samuel.
Samuel
and you directed.
I am directing, and this time I'm also acting.
Yes.
Okay. So I am wearing 2 hats. I have one on today, but I'm wearing 2. The directing and the acting hat, along with Richard, who is also directing and acting.
All right, great. So I get the feeling from watching the flyer that this has something to do with this Venezuela situation.
Really? Is that the feeling you get?
I'm getting that because I see the U.S. Gerald Ford and all kind of thing inside.
Right.
I see that little Coast Guard
Our flyer gave it away, right?
Yes.
So it's the scandal in Cedros.
Scandal in Cedros.
Yeah, because I mean Cedros, really? Scandal in Cedros. What else would it be linked to?
But exactly.
Exactly.
So because it's all everything comes in.
It's everything comes in.
It is alleged, right?
It is alleged. I didn't say it.
You didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
I see here Homeland Security closing in, Venezuelan imports.
Yes,
I am
yes.
looking to see if anybody's playing the role of Roger Alexander here or similar to Roger Alexander because he gave a lot of content.
Okay, so come to the play and you
come
will
and
see.
I just piecing
Come and
things together.
see.
I am just piecing things together.
And you're not too off, eh? You're not really off,
I'm
eh?
not too off.
But they have to come and see.
You have to
Alright,
come and
good.
see
Where he
exactly
fits
how
into
he
this.
fits into to this narrative, into the play.
And all this energy and scandal that we're talking about, this was really supposed to be a nice, peaceful weekend
in Cedros.
getaway in Cedros, you know?
Okay.
And the thing ton.
Right.
Everything ton
It's
up.
turn up.
Yeah.
Because seeing love, money, sex, and juice mix.
Yeah, yes, relaxing.
I am particularly thrown off by the juice mix.
It's good because you have to come and see how that fits into the
juice mix.
Yes.
But it's really interesting. It's really exciting. It's really entertaining. So, I mean, we're covering everything. Scandal in Cedros covers everything. You will have the best time.
Absolutely.
Wow.
From beginning, from the first millisecond all the way to the end.
Yeah,
you
we
will
have
be
another
very
time.
entertained. We promise you that.
Now I see here, it's how many people on the cast? About 7? I see
many
7
of
on
us?
the on,
Yes.
on the
Seven of us.
Seven.
Seven of us.
7.
Yes.
All right.
So you have Zoe.
Yeah.
Right.
Richard, yes.
My mother always say, call yourself last.
Right.
And
Kern
then we
Samuel,
have-
Benita Wilson, Nicholas Tubero, Arnold Goinham,
Right.
and the fabulous Deborah Bukumesa.
Yeah, she called me again.
I saw Arnold on one of the posters. Right? I skipping through trying to find the thing, you know.
Oh yeah,
look
the
at there,
poster with them.
I
with the
saw
four.
Arnold. I saw Arnold, who is a very familiar face.
Yes.
In terms of the acting,
Of theatre.
the whole theatre.
Yes,
thing.
yes.
I've seen him in a few local movies. Well.
Okay. Yes. That's the caliber of actors we have in this play,
right.
people.
These are real good actors.
Amazing.
Okay, people.
Everybody is amazing.
We have the best actors on stage in this production. The caliber of acting and the caliber of actors in this production will not disappoint you. We have the best. We have the best. So Arnold is there, and Arnold has been doing amazing work for years.
For years.
And we are really happy to have him on board with us. Yeah, really.
He's one of those. You just have people just looking natural in their roles.
He's so funny.
He's just
funny.
natural. You don't get the sense that he's acting. You don't get the sense that he's trying to act.
Yeah.
He's just. It's just natural for him.
Yes, and he enjoys himself a lot, and we are so enjoying him
I
in this
was not going to
production.
say we enjoyed it. We're enjoying each other and the process. You know, we work hard. You're talking about, preparing and during Carnival, even during Carnival, we're going to,
we go to rehearsal, but we have the fete later.
Yes, but we are, disciplined.
So was in different kinds of
And I just won.
Yeah, I see you in different.
I was, I love my Carnival, I love my fetes, but I was at rehearsal on time every single day when called for.
And then I see scandal in Cedros and all kind of things. I was like, but when will this get time to do these things?
So we balance
make
it well.
the time.
We balance it well. We make the time. People are dedicated and disciplined and really committed to what we do. So we will rehearse and go to...
How long one rehearsal is we?
We could rehearse anywhere between 3 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
3 to 6 hours?
We can go from anywhere between 3 to 6 hours. Yeah, after that, we start to say, okay, let's go home, refresh and come again. But we can do 3 to 6 hours.
3 to 6 hours of rehearsal.
And then go to fete after.
And
then come back the next day.
Come back the next day.
And do it again.
And do it again.
Yeah, but because people are so dedicated and disciplined, and this is what a lot of the young people who I will do interviews with for their SBAs. This is one of the things I always tell them. You want to be an actor, you have to be committed. You have to be disciplined. You have to be dedicated. You have to make sacrifices.
You do. Right.
And to let them know that this is what we do. And this is why our product is so amazing, because we do the work. We really do.
You get a lot of students, schools and that.
Yes, a lot of schools who are doing theatre arts. Part of their SBA is to interview people in the fraternity.
In the fraternity.
Yeah, whether it's directors, actors, stage managers, whatever.
Okay.
So, so
and
that
it's
we
nice
can
to be able
pass on to
pass
them.
on, yes, that very critical information, things they don't necessarily get in a textbook. You know, as to the actors, things like, you know, Deborah just spoke about rehearsals, you know, how you get into character, you know, how you remain disciplined, how you work with other people, those things that they don't necessarily get in parts of the curriculum. Then they, you know, obviously it's nice that they're able to come to
and what
to
RS production does as well, they invite school, if a school is doing an SBA and they want to come backstage and help, they want to sit and observe us in rehearsal, we allow that, because that's how they will learn, that's how they will improve.
But I think that's the best way to learn is when they're on the job kind of, on the job training kind of thing.
And we really believe in hiring the younger people so that they can now start to hone their craft, whether it's stage management, assistant stage management, whatever, you know, so that
we have a lot of young actors coming up.
Absolutely, the next generation
has
to come up there, and it's nice for them to be guided.
All right.
By others who are doing it.
Look, this is actually a play that students can come to. I think. I think it's a play because we really
so at PG-13.
The playwright Ricardo Samuel is very focused on keeping things, you know, clean and. That people can get it and not be offended and that kind of thing. So I think the students can come, because when they see us on stage, they also learn just by seeing us. And some of them are inspired to continue, you know, so.
Yeah, I think if you're at that age, say Form 5, SBA age, you can say 16, 17.
That's what I'm talking about, those who are doing the SBA, the theatre arts students in the secondary schools around the country, they can come and see.
All right, great. Well, it's good to know that we have a whole army of young people coming up, because I tell you, they do some terrific productions, man. If you've ever been to any one of these plays, that last play that you all did, oh good Lord, that went on and on and on. Like it's going to end. Like it's not going to end there to this thing, boy. Which one it was? It was...
You don't leave out to watch Cohen.
Yes.
That went... Lisa keeps sending me, Stefan, we have one more show. One more, all right, no problem.
And the audiences kept
They did not want it to finish. Even after the last one, they were like, well, you're all not coming back to town. The last one was in South. You're not coming back to town. One last one before the end of the year.
And during the carnival season, you know, there were lots of people saying, so what are you coming with next? When are you coming next? People anticipating.
In the feds, people were like, when is the next one coming? When is this?
No, that's great, you know, because I'm telling you, listen, if you need some good stress relief, you go take in one of these plays, and no one telling on you.
And we guarantee that stress relief in Scandal, in Cedrus, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at Central Bank. We guarantee that you will relieve your stress.
Highly entertaining. You cannot listen, you can't lose. And no one telling on you. It's a terrific night out.
And it's a terrific experience for all of us. We are also having so much fun in the rehearsal process. And it's also stress relief for us. I mean, we come to rehearsal, we meet each other, we laugh, we talk, and we do the work, but it's also stress relief for us. So, you know, and then we have a good team, a production team, you know, with people like Lisa and Ricardo and all these people.
Carlo is the stage manager.
Sean, our costume. We have a group of young people now working with us, a few young people working with us, Joey
and Joey.
So we really go all out to give the best production. We cover our bases, and we train people while we're doing it, and we hone our craft and continue to get better and better in what we do. You know, so it's just gonna Sandal and Cedrus is gonna be. It's gonna mash up. It's gonna mash up. Trust me, it's mashing up.
That's an interesting thing, you know, because usually when you go to a play, right, and you sit down in the crowd, you really see the people on set. I have absolutely no idea how many people be working behind the scenes.
Exactly.
And it depends on the type of play. You know?
Right.
But we always will have our costume person, our assistant stage manager, and stage hand. We sure have those, but sometimes we need 3 stage hands. According to how much work we have to do. And then the stage manager in the booth you don't see, the one calling all the cues for the lights and the sound and so there's a lot of people that you don't see see.
Behind
They
the
just see
scenes.
us, but we need them so much. They support us. They don't know how important they are to us. I don't think they have a clue because they probably see us as the actors on stage and think that we are the important people. But they really don't have a clue how much their presence alone gives us the kind of support, knowing that they're on top of things, knowing that they know what they don't have a clue how much we need them. We really do need them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another ask this question too. That's real alcohol or is we drinking? When I say that, because I find Richard like to go by the bar regular in this place. I just find he always in the middle of something when he hotting up his head, he just walk across by the bar and pour a drink.
A drink to help you think.
And a drink to help you think. Is that real alcohol in those bottles? Or is that just the bottles there with, I always wanted to wonder that, you know.
But we can't give away every secret.
But let me tell you, the next time you come to a play, come backstage and we'll take one of the bottles from the set and you'll see for yourself.
I used be like, you go for guidelines, you know. You go for guidelines, you know.
You're going to be drunk.
Oh my God.
I'm going to forget my lines, I know I'm telling you. You understand? But they are highly entertaining.
Yes.
This play in particular, Scandal in Cedrus. What I like about, why I like it too and the concept is that I think when you're doing something that is current,
right?
Yes. It's a current situation.
Yes.
And even this week, with the Prime Minister going to Caricom and even bringing up the issue again with the Venezuela thing, and then you see the meeting with this one and that one, and it bring that kind of it bring a whole relevance again back to the it's in the conversation then.
Yes, exactly.
The conversation and the play is along those lines. So you know what I mean. You're gonna get a full production here that is going to leave you with with your belly wanting to burst from laughter. I can guarantee you that.
That's for sure. That's something that RSR Productions does very well. It's relatable.
Yes.
Content. People can come and see what's going on the landscape. You know,
and they also
locally,
get our take
regionally.
on the situation. Yeah.
Exactly. Different
and I think people
sides.
like that current. People like it when it's a current situation.
Yeah.
People like it because it's fresh in your mind.
Yeah,
exactly. And then also with what the characters are going through, that's also relatable as well. People can come and relate to what individual characters are going through as the play starts and as it progresses to the end. So
I had an experience like that, or I know somebody who had an experience like that.
Yes. And this tighty, well good boy.
We good enough. We good enough.
It had a play. Which place? I can't remember.
Don't even start.
But I remember the situation with the policeman and the wife. And this video that had circulated and the man sit down on the couch. So
that's extravagant news. That's extravagant
and
news. Yes,
they slipped that into the play.
Yeah.
So smooth.
Yes. Seamlessly.
You didn't see it coming.
Yes. And I think that is one of the things that the audiences appreciate and why they keep coming back.
That's right.
Because when they sit down there, they get another opportunity either to laugh or reflect on something that is current something that they themselves had an opinion on.
Yeah.
And therefore, when they could connect with it like that, hit them for six.
And then we keep them talking. We keep the conversations with people going, because people would come up to me and say, well, wait, boy, I mean, that happened in the play. You know, my boyfriend and I were talking about that. You know, my friend and I were talking about that when we left the auditorium, and the conversation continues, and we love that. I think that's a very important part of theatre and what we do. We work hard to accomplish.
I'm telling you, it really makes it even more entertaining because you could relate. You could
relate.
And that's what it's all about. So, people, it is Scandal in Cedrus.
Yeah, I just wanted Zoe to tell us where we can get tickets.
Sure.
Where we could.
Yes, well, so one thing I would say is RSRR Productions has a very present social media presence, yes, and basically you can check Facebook, Instagram, TikTok for ticket information, but There are numbers that you can call for ticket information, and if you want to put it up on the screen again, but ticket outlets are also K Squared, I think that's West Mall, Eastgate Mall, Jabali Rawe, I think it's Electronics and Arima. So there's quite a lot of physical outlets.
Auto, Anthony's Florals,
Anthony's Florals.
So a lot of places that you can literally go and get a physical ticket, but as Zoe said, there's an online presence as well.
Where you can get a reminder, because of course after the interview, you're like, oh God, what's that number again, or what's that? You can actually go to social media and all the information is there in terms of the number that you can call for the box office, because you can get tickets through the box office. You can purchase tickets online, and then of course some of the actual ticket outlets that we just called your other options to get tickets. So
we
it's a
didn't
variety
mention
of
Central
places
Bank box
that you
office,
can,
which opens at 12.
Exactly.
Yeah, sorry.
So that's one,
12
exactly.
daily until 6, and then when, people can come
many different
options
that you have to pay for tickets.
Yeah, come and
And I see the number here, the call is 481 2185.
Yeah, 481
2185. So people call that number or get to several of the ticket outlets that Zoe just mentioned.
Or Central Bank. Or go to
Central Bank Auditorium. And 2 shows Saturday, February the 28th. That is this Saturday. And they also have a show on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday, the 1st of March,
On the 1st of March. So Saturday show is 8 p.m. And Sunday 6 p.m.
6:30, 8:30.
8:30, 6:30?
Yeah, so 8:30 is the Saturday show and 6:30 the Sunday show.
6:30 is the Sunday show.
But come early because, you want to get a comfortable seat, you want to get your seat.
Yes.
Come early because people come in to Scandal and see you.
And we will, of course,
Everybody
let you know about where we're going to be next. But, we wanted to mention South. I know South is already asking. And we are coming, South, we are coming 14th and 15th of March at Naparima Bowl. So we just also wanted to mention that as well.
So South, we coming.
Even though we started in town, guys, South, we are coming and we are excited to perform for you.
You see, Lisa, you see, so, you see?
Gotcha.
I know that, I know when you call and you tell me, what you doing this weekend? And I say, well, I ain't too sure. And you say, we only have 2 shows, I said, only 2 shows?
Only 2?
Yes, we only doing 2 shows, Stefan. There's only 2 shows.
Stefan, it's only 2 shows we do at a time.
Every weekend.
There's only 2 shows we do this weekend. Saturday and Sunday.
But, people are already asking.
But you're gonna do this.
And, so we just want to,
We want them to know we love them and we coming down. We coming down.
I know she just tried to get me there this weekend, You understand? She don't want me to wait to go south or to go east or to go wherever.
You.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is, you have to, yes.
We want you as our special
guest. We want you to come.
But she's not in town too, so, So Central Bank is going to be closest to me.
Great.
But
so this weekend we're there.
I'm telling you, this, when I see that go, this could be another, this could be another. And you all usually do about 3 or 4 for the year? 2, 3?
2 or 3. 2
or 3 for the year.
2 or 3.
Right, so this is like the first of 3 that you might get for the year.
Well,
so
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
You know what I mean?
We love doing it. So.
I don't know when rehearsal starts for the others, because if this goes long, if
the people love it so much, yes, and it's in demand and the public wants it, we're giving them what they want.
You get what you want, and then you might only get one other this year,
Oh my God.
It depends. So I'm telling you, you want to go out to this play. Let me just remind you the ticket outlet. It is K Squared Fashions in West Mall, Eastgate and Brentwood Mall. Jabili Rawe in Tunapuna. So if you're up in the east, you can check them there. If you're further east than Tunapuna, you can go to Electronics in Arima. And in Chamflair, you can check out the Chamflair Auto Services and Anthony's Florals. All right, those are the ticket outlets. And Central Bank Auditorium, of course.
Office, yes.
And the number to call is 481-2185. Remember to call that number 481-2185. Get those tickets for Scandal in Cedros, man.
Yep. It's going to be scandalous.
And if you forget, of course, you can go to RSRR Productions Theatre social media pages, follow, like, and you'll get all the information there.
All right, nice. So I'll tell you what, people, I want to thank Sue and Deborah. And
us.
they make the set look good too.
Yeah,
the set was empty
I
too.
love your new set.
You're looking good.
Yes, that's what
I'm loving this set.
If you're looking for some guest co-hosts, we can come back.
But actually, people were calling. Before the interview with General Manager called me, he said, boy, people calling. They said they're looking for something like this now. But what happened is, Quartz and Ashley's sponsored a lot of it. But Mr. Haynes, the general manager, he is responsible for the desk and the shelf in the background.
Okay.
So he built this and he built that. So if you're looking for the shelf, you're not going to get it by Ashley's or Quartz.
Right.
I said because they went looking for it now.
Nice.
And what happened? They calling saying they're not seeing it by Ashley's or Quartz and this and the other.
Yeah.
So is
We like any look. We
the
like
desk and the shelf. Yeah. It's an upgrade.
Nice. It works.
And that's important. That's important.
It works.
It works. It
Yes.
works. It looking good. It looking good.
And we look good on it.
Yes, extremely well. All right, so I tell you what, people, we got to take the final break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up. But Scandal in Cedros this weekend. Get your tickets and get there. All right, stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargav Ji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Introducing the new Sun Mix Nut Bar. Available in 3 delicious flavors: granola raisin nut, almond cranberry crunch, and coconut almond crisp. All packed on a rich bed of dark chocolate.
Taste the good life, snack right. Taste the good life anytime. The good life. Sun Mix.
Sunshine Snacks Sun Mix Nut Bar. Taste the good life.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secure parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ be with you now and always. God bless you all.
All right. Remember this messages guy here? We have a guy who has, I think it is a training camp, a football camp, which is connected to Borussia Dortmund. Now, for those of you who follow football, Borussia Dortmund is one of the top teams in the German Bundesliga. Not just one of the top teams, but top 3, top 2. Usually the league is decided between them and Bayern Munich. This football camp that he has, I understand, it allows for scouts, I believe, from that club, Borussia Dortmund, to check out some of the talent that we have here. And I'm trying to get him on tomorrow morning to deal with a little sports. All right, so we'll see where that goes. We'll also deal with the young brother situation tomorrow in Guyana, because, boy, they just deal with things different over there, boy. The tolerance level is way different to ours. And I just got, let me see, what's the last score I saw? 176 for 8 after 20 overs. So West Indies, 176 for 8. Whether that's going to stand up, we will see. Yeah, this was the bottle pelting situation in Guyana, where young brother was performing, and boy, it have a video. If you see bottle partner, it's about 5,000 bottle must they launch on last stage, you know. I'm telling you, well, let me not exaggerate, not 5,000, about 500. But it did come out after. Initially, people thought that they were pelting young brother, but it wasn't young brother that was pelting, and he explained it in the video there. But we'll deal with that tomorrow, because tomorrow is Friday, so we'll go a little light. Chef will be here. All right, we have Chef in studio. I think he told me to come in. He did say he was coming in, eh? All right, so Chef will be here tomorrow. All right? I am just trying to get rid of this cough, because this cough really bothering me. I ain't lying. And of course, like I said, to the fine folks at Courts and Ashley's, we want to thank you so much. The news said Zoe and Deborah were like, you know, this, it's so modern, it's so fresh, it's so modern Caribbean. And I said, well, that is what the general manager was going for, a modern look. And, but for those of you who are looking for the shelf in the background and this desk, a desk like this, the GM himself is responsible for building it. So his many talents are coming out. All right, so he has many, many talents, decor, apparently woodwork, and so on and so forth. But Courts and Ashley's did help us with everything else in, just getting this look to where it is for the new look of Breaking Dawn. And we really, really appreciate them for it. I understand they have some promotions coming up at Courts, and we will let you know about that, okay? Actually, I had to get on to the guy to find out, because we're going to give them some, we have some advertising and stuff that we're going to be giving them, in return. And we're going to try to get all of you out there on the #1 morning show in Trinidad and Tobago, all of our viewers. It's nice to see that you all are already heading to Courts to look for things like this, and to Ashley's to look for what you're seeing on the set here. And that's what we want, because there's going to be lots of specials and promotions that Courts and Ashley's will have in the coming weeks and months that, we really, really want to get you guys out there to support. Remember, I always say, just support those who support us. It's, and I must say this, this is the 12th year of Breaking Dawn come May. Come May of this year, it will be 12 years. And it has taken us 12 years. It has taken us 12 years to get a major sponsor behind a set, right? I have no sponsor for my wardrobe. I still buy my own clothes. But in terms of, but I'm not a suit and I'm not a jacket and tie guy. So if you're thinking jacket and tie, that is not Stefan, right? But outside of that, it took 12 years. Central Neon, big up Ricky and Central Neon for the sponsorship of the set prior to this. But otherwise than that, we had not gotten a sponsor for a set, nothing like this. So we really want to thank Courts and Ashley's for stepping up. And we have to thank the general manager and his team for putting everything else together to make the set look, from what you're seeing on screen now. It really, really looking good. I mean, after the show, I doesn't want to leave. It's so comfortable now, boy. We don't want to leave. You understand? Anyway, we got 3 birthdays. And then we out here. But before we get to the birthday, I want to remind you about the Mingle and Barbecue. That's right. The Mingle and Barbecue is on this Saturday, people. All right, the Mingle and Barbecue is on this Saturday at Reality of a Dream, 15 Moses Avenue in San Juan, 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right, and you can either dine or you can take away. And if you're dining, remember, walk with your swimming trunks, all right, because the swimming pool area will be open for use. You have the use of the swimming pool. It's it's a terrific size pool. As you could see from the ad in Reality of a Dream, there's going to be live performances from some gospel artists like Sean Daniel and others. So there is lots to do at Reality of a Dream this Saturday, all right, and this is the holy season of Lent. And it's fried rice, macaroni salad, you get a tossed salad, and a bun. Chicken or fish is the option this Saturday, the 28th of February. Get on to Reality of a Dream, get those tickets. And to get the tickets, you need to call 490-6760 or 332-6880. All right? So make that call today and get those tickets. All right, we got 3 birthdays and then we're out of here. And we got to say happy birthday going on to Kevon from I'm seeing Marika here. I feel it's Mausika, you know. I feel it's Mausika and they type the wrong thing. But Kevon, happy birthday to you, and birthday greetings coming down from Yvonne, Auntie Joyce, and Roberta, and the rest of the family. All right, so happy birthday going out to you, man. Also, we want to say happy birthday going out to Ravi, aka Postman.com. A happy birthday. This is coming from your daughter Patrina, niece Christina, nephew Shivan, brothers Kyle and Vic, sister Nisha, your mom and dad, and they all want you to know how much they love you and how proud they are of the hardworking, dedicated person you are. So you do so much for everyone around you, and it never goes unnoticed. Every day, let me see. Oh, no, sorry. Enjoy your day, and again, happy birthday. That is Ravi, aka Postman.com. And finally, birthday greetings to Gemma Balkaran, who celebrates her birthday on the 26th of February, which is today. Yeah, today. All right, today is the 26th. Oh, today's 26th already, boy. And birthday greetings coming from her husband, Sanka, and son, CJ. All right, so happy birthday to you, Gemma. And with that, we wrap things up for today, people. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll have a very interesting show. We go light as usual on a Friday. But you never know what might pop up. So look out. You never know what could happen. But until then, enjoy the rest of the day. Have a productive one. Have a safe one. And we see you tomorrow. Goodbye.